doing my campaigning, and 3 cop cars came and with their police gear on, with their vests, and they were very professional. They said, "We have an open warrant for you. We want to take you downtown." So I have it all on my GoPro because now I record everything because of the people that lie to me.
Okay. So, but what is there to lie about? I mean, they seem to take care of you, right? They didn't.
Oh no, the police don't lie to me.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So what? Why have you been charged with stalking? And is it the councilwoman Samantha Testa that you were allegedly stalking?
Yes, allegedly. That is, it's a political trick. She uses every dirty political trick in the book. This is a new one on me.
It says, I'm looking at the supporting deposition here. It says, Oswald never brought an issue to me. I had a conversation with him the other day about email sweepers down his road. The email correspondence was in May of this year. It was civil. I was Facebook friends with him. This is she talking about you. His Facebook posts are always ranting about the city and the mayor, but they never were really directed at me. I deleted him as a Facebook friend back in May when I found out he was running against me. Starting in about August, September of this year, people started to message me that Doug was posting things about me on Facebook. Apparently, he was saying things about me like I was a horrible council person and that I was just a liar in general. This was typical. People talk to me all the time because of public office, blah, 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 blah. So starting September 10th, Doug was posting on North Utica Facebook page. He accused me of making up this Facebook page. On his post, Doug accused me of allowing people to dump garbage in North Utica, but he was actually referring to a CWSI, and they had a contract with the city. I did not respond to him. This is the supporting deposition. So what is she saying that you did?
Well, first of all, CWSI has no contract with the city because I
don't want to get into that. Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I'm wondering,
all right.
What is it that, were you outside her house at any point?
Yes, absolutely. She lives in my district, so I was campaigning in my district, going door to door with my palm cards on the other side of the street.
Were you ever taking pictures of her house?
Oh yes, I took a picture of where she lives because she says she lives at 1808, and she lives at 1808. She says she lives at 1818 on the city website, and she actually lives at 1808. 1818 is where her grandfather lives.
But you didn't answer Bill's question. He said, were you ever outside of her house? And you said, I was on the other side of the street. Were you outside of her house on the same side of the street, i.e. directly in front of her house?
In my truck?
Were you outside of her house in your truck and you're standing there? Were you ever outside of her house?
In my truck taking a picture, and she come running out of the house saying, "Stay away from my bleeping house, you bleeping asshole."
Okay. Well, we can't use that word on the radio.
You can't use bleep?
No. I can't use bleep.
I'm sorry. 2 things. One, this is just a minor clarification. She's actually the representative of the district, so of course she lives there. So I guess, I don't know, we said... But anyway, here's the thing.
Of course she lives in the district, that's correct.
So even if it was 18 or 18, whatever it is, it's not going to...
It goes to credibility.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So how long were you out there in your truck? How long would you say you were out there?
To take the picture? I said, Mike, pull up fast, and as soon as I click the shutter, take off as soon as possible.
Why are you confrontational?
I'm not confrontational.
You walked in the studio today and said something to me about my purse. It seems like you unnecessarily go out of your way to incite confrontation, and going in front of a person's house to take a picture, regardless of what your intentions are, is confrontational. She has children, and if you were outside my house taking a picture, I'd be nervous about that too. It's because you have children.
It's a free country. I mean, it's a free country. If she told me that not to come in front of her house, I wouldn't, and she did, and I didn't. The police told me not to go in front of her house, and I haven't been in front of her house since. So what's the problem?
Do you think that your qualities will help you as a common council person?
Yeah,
these qualities of being confrontational.
I'm honest and I tell it like it is, confrontational or not. If somebody is doing the wrong thing, they need to be confronted.
And who in your eyes is not doing the wrong thing?
The mayor.
Is not doing the wrong thing?
The mayor's doing the wrong thing because he's allowing double dipping in the Parks Department. He allows dumping in Proctor Park.
Who is not doing the wrong thing in your opinion, aside from yourself?
Mark Williamson. Councilman Mark Williamson is not doing the wrong thing. He's doing the right thing.
All right. And so you're outside the house. You're saying the only time you were ever outside her house was the one time, and you took a photo.
The one time I was campaigning in East Utica, yeah.
Which, by the way, for all, and I don't know the law completely, but taking a picture of someone's house, while it may cause someone to be uncomfortable,
It's
I do
legal.
Not against the
I
law.
do not believe it is against the law.
It's not against the law.
But is that even mentioned in there? It sounds like what you ran down was some conversations on Facebook. That's not even mentioned.
To me, that's not mentioned in here in the deposition.
The deposition has so many lies in it, I did not want to give you all of it because I didn't want those lies repeated on the
so there's
radio.
more.
However,
So there's
yes,
more.
so there's more.
Okay.
However,
Well,
there are
this
lies
is the
on there
supporting
that I'd like to address.
Okay. All right. Again, you were out in front of her house once. Have you been calling her?
No.
Making phone calls?
Absolutely
Have
not.
you? In what way are you stalking? Are you following her? into
Absolutely
locations?
not, absolutely not. I ran into her at the Ocean Blue after the Common Council meeting because they were all out drinking at the Ocean Blue. I went to the Ocean Blue to have one beer to show everybody I can have one beer and walk away. I drank a half a beer, I brought Jack LaMedico a drink, and I walked out, and she walked in after having a cigarette, and she said I'm stalking her. I didn't say a word to her, I walked right by her.
Stalking they would have to have a series of things. I mean, stalking
Absolutely.
cannot be one incident.
Absolutely.
So what is the series of things that they say that you have done?
I have no idea.
I mean, it's got to be the deposition, or they wouldn't have arrested you.
That's right, it's a bunch of lies.
So what are the lies? Just let us know what the lies are. What does she say?
The lies are that I got thrown out of a zoning board meetings plural, which is a lie.
But that's not
The
gonna
lies
get you-
are Sal Baruso
Okay.
threw me out of the Chesterfield, which is a lie.
But that's not going to get you charged with stalking.
Bill, please.
Okay, go ahead.
The lies are that I swore at somebody in the brew house, which I did not. The lady said, I hope you lose the election. And I turned around over my shoulder and I said something derogatory. However, it wasn't swearing and it wasn't a lie. I mean, it might have been a lie, but it wasn't swearing. I did not swear in the brew house. She said that I swore in the brew house and I did not. I do not lie. I do not swear in public.
But even so, again, you're talking about things that would not get you arrested. I mean, swearing in public is not against the law.
This is all in the deposition for stalking, you're saying?
Absolutely.
So what is
It's
the...
mind-boggling that they would, well, the judge released me on my own recognizance, and he also said, Mr. Joslin, this is not a protection order, this is a stay-away order. This means that you can still campaign, you can still debate, you can still go to political events that she's involved in. It's just if she comes near you, you're to walk away. I said, absolutely, Judge, thank you very much.
Okay, I need you to tell me, though, in fairness, our people that are listening to this right now deserve to know, and I know you don't want the lies out there, but they deserve to know more than you just took a picture outside her house. What are they saying? What is she saying that you did that led to your arrest?
She said that I'm stalking her. I'm not stalking her.
But you
I
gotta
got
give
more work to
specifics.
do. I work in North Utica all day, every day, and she's never in North Utica. How could I be stalking her?
But she had to give specifics. What are the specifics that she gave?
I just told you that.
There's gotta be
She
more to
said
it.
Sal Baruso kicked me out of the Chesterfield and he did not. That was in the deposition. She said
Why
I
did
was
he kick
swearing
you
in the
out?
brew.
Because was she there? She was
No.
there at the Chesterfield?
No.
Well, what does that have to do with...
I have no idea.
Can we see
I
the
have no
deposition?
idea why that's in the deposition.
Can we see the deposition?
I don't have it with me, I'm sorry. I brought the one page and I didn't redact anything that was on there, but if I give you another one, I'm gonna redact it.
My point is...
That's
that
yeah.
We can't...
We're trying to figure out
This
what-
doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to run a campaign here, and this
Yeah.
is not helping. This is taking away from the issues that we should be talking about. We should be talking about the hospital downtown. We should be talking about the dumping in Proctor Park. We should be talking about public officials lying to the American people.
Yeah.
I mean, to the citizens of Utica.
Just out of curiosity, why were you taking a picture of her house?
Because I wanted to prove where she lives and where she says she lives. She says she lives at 1818, and she actually lives at 1808.
And that's posted on the city's website?
Yeah.
Is that possibly a typo, or is that an...
Come on,
I'm
come
asking the
on. It's
question.
possibly a typo.
It is, you're...
It's possibly a typo. I'm admitting that it could be a typo.
Okay.
Yeah. But on her license, it says 813 Buchanan. Now, does she live at 813 Buchanan?
Well, how do you know
How
that?
do you know that her license...
Because I hired a private investigator. What do you think, I'm dumb?
You hired a private eye
Absolutely.
to...
To investigate her because of her duplicity.
Okay.
Do you think that this is the best use of your time as a candidate for public
No, I
office?
need to be going door to door.
And what if you-
After I got released on my own recognizance, I went door to door. You can ask the people in North Utica.
Did the private investigator give you a copy of her driver's license?
I don't need that. I trust the private investigator with my life. He's
Okay,
my
he told you.
boyhood friend.
Okay.
He was my best friend in high school.
And he dug in and he found,
Absolutely. He said, Doug, look into this. He said, go to the house and see if she lives there. I had to go to the house at night and take a picture that her car's not in the driveway.
Good.
And that's why I went over to take a picture of her car in her driveway, because the private investigator told me to do that. That's not against the law.
It's not against the law.
Absolutely not. There's no reason why I should have been caused with.
But that's not why you were charged.
Well, why was I charged with
That's
stalking?
what we're asking you.
I just told you that.
No, but we're
It's
asking
in
you for the-
disposition.
We're asking you for the
Listen.
specific charges.
Ask Samantha.
can I ask you this question?
Yes.
Doug, without you getting upset.
Oh, I'm not upset.
Okay. You told us there were things that you didn't want out. At this point, you gotta let them out. What are the things that they're saying that she said you did that you didn't do, beyond getting kicked out of the Chesterfield?
I
or any
did
of
not
that
get
stuff?
kicked out of the
I
Chesterfield.
know.
That is an outright lie.
I understand that.
That's what I'm telling you.
But
Is
what
in
are
the
the things?
deposition.
What are the things that you didn't want to show us in that deposition?
That Sal Baruso said, the deposition said that Sal Baruso said that I got kicked out of the Chesterfield. And I had a conversation with Sal Baruso, and I said, Sal, do you want me to leave? And he said, no.
All right.
I didn't want to say,
That was the only thing that you didn't want out?
no, I didn't want out that this lady at the brew house said that I was in there swearing, because I wasn't in there swearing. It was a lie, but how am I going to prove that it wasn't a lie?
I don't understand though how that becomes stalking.
It doesn't.
Okay.
I don't understand it either, and neither does the judge. They're gonna dismiss these charges.
So you're
Are you
saying
kidding
there's
me?
not, other than you taking a picture outside her house, there's no evidence, there's no...
Absolutely.
there's no accusation.
I don't want to talk to Samantha. I've challenged her to a debate, and she doesn't want to debate me. Why would I want to talk to Samantha?
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Do you feel that this is going to, all this sort of thing is going to help you when on election day, a week from today?
Well, it's going to bring out her supporters to vote against me, and it's going to bring out my supporters to vote with me. So I think it's a net zero. You did nothing with this but embarrass yourself.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Thank you, Mr. Keeler.
Okay. Andrew, you know we're gonna talk to Samantha as well. Give her a
Oh,
chance to speak up, you know.
go right ahead.
That's very important. And we'll do that, and you'll send us a copy of the deposition so we can see it?
Why don't you ask her for a copy of the deposition, okay?
Well, but I
See
have
if
you
she-
right here. That sounds to me like there's more in that deposition than you're letting us know.
I'll be more than happy to give you the copy.
Okay, I'd like to see it.
Thank
For my
you.
own
Yes,
understanding.
Mr. Keeler, I'll do anything
Okay.
you ask me.
Okay, then you'll send that to me, maybe you could send it to...
I will go get it right now.
You will?
Yes.
All right, we'll wait here then. Where do you have to go to get it?
I have to go home.
Okay. How are you getting there?
I gotta call my driver.
Okay, all right, then we'll, Andrew, let's set him up and he's gonna call his driver. Got a break here, hold on tight. Who knows, you may have it back by 9 o'clock, I hope so. All right, what things did you not want us to read here?
Well, specifically, what I didn't want you to read is the lies that the lady from the brew house said. She said
Okay.
that I was swearing in her bar,
Well, you
and
said
I
that
wasn't swearing.
that you said that if you lose the election, you would kill every Testa out there.
No.
Did you say that?
No. That's hearsay.
She also makes the claim.
That's seriously, but did you say it in any other, I mean, technically, that's not necessarily legal to say that. That doesn't really constitute something that is arrestable. Did you,
It is if you have a weapon.
well, did you throw a weapon down on the table?
No, I set it on the table.
But you did have a weapon when you
No,
said that.
it was not a weapon. It was a tool. It's a little knife, which is a tool. I use it as a tool to cut wire.
Do you think you, though, were saying it in a, because a lot of times when people say these things, it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill you. Did you say it in that way, as in frustration, not meaning that you were going to go out
That's
and try to-
correct, Mr. Keeler.
Okay, so tell us how
So
it
you
went
did
down.
say it.
Let me just finish here.
Hey.
How did you say it? Because I think
I don't remember.
But let's just go down
I
the
don't
road,
remember.
because our way of hearing is, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill everyone out there. How did you really say it, do you think?
I have no idea. I can't remember.
Out of frustration.
That's correct.
Okay. So you did say that, but it was out of frustration. You didn't mean
Sure
you were
was.
literally going to go to their houses.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it wasn't a lie, though, that you said it?
That's correct.
All right. Well, I think that adds a lot. Now, Jeff, whatever you have there, I just wanted to get.
Well, no, I just wanted clarification as to whether or not you said it.
Am I on trial here?
No,
you're on the
Doug,
radio.
I'm not trying to prosecute you. I'm just trying to make sense of what you're being accused of, and you're
Go
defending
right ahead,
yourself.
sir.
Well, and that was, I just wanted to figure out if, initially you said you didn't say it, but.
I don't
you-
think I said that. I don't recall saying it.
I thought you just acknowledged, though, that you said it, or you might have said it.
I just said I might have said
Okay,
it, didn't
okay,
I?
Okay, all right, I'm just.
Well, no, I think what you said is that, yes, you put the knife down on the table, or the tool down on the table, but you said it in a way that was just kind of out of frustration and out of passion.
Yeah, I
not in
thought
a
I was
way-
talking to a friend. Evidently, he's not my friend.
Yeah, okay. So, but there was no intent to really act on that.
Absolutely not. Come on. You think I want to go to jail?
Correct. Right. And, and this is
Come
how.
on. Let's be real here.
Yeah. But you realize that most people, when they hear these stories, are going to say, oof, I'm not sure that this is what I want on the Common Council. You know that's what they're going to say.
I tell it like it is. If they don't want me, don't vote for me.
Yeah.
So, can I just ask one more thing? I'm just reading through here. The incident at the restaurant, you mentioned the guy Sal. Apparently, you had said he asked you to leave. And here it claims that you suggested you were being asked to leave because of Sam. Is this because of Sam? That's what it says in the deposition that you asked that. Do you remember kind of how that unfolded, or
Did he use her name specifically?
No.
no?
Well, how did he say it?
He didn't say anything. I said, do you want me to leave? And he said no.
Okay.
Why would you say that? Somebody else told you that he was kicking you out?
He said I was giving somebody a hard time, and I was not.
Oh, okay, so he confronted you.
Yes, that's correct.
And it sounds like you talk very passionately. Listen, I'm trying to understand. And if you know me, I talk very passionately, and sometimes people may take it as that I am yelling. I'm not yelling. I'm just being passionate. I'm very passionate about things.
That's right. It's not yelling. If you want to hear yelling, I can yell.
So you were talking to somebody inside the restaurant, and they perceived it as, oh my God, he's yelling at me, and they called, and they went up and they complained. And then Sal came to you and said, what's going on? I see some trouble here. They just told me you're yelling at people, and you said, what did you say? I'm not yelling.
Everywhere I go in East Utica, Samantha has friends. They all treat me like crap.
Okay.
Somebody gave me a dirty look, so I mentioned to him in a nice way, are you friends with Samantha? And he got an attitude, so I gave my back. I turned my back to him. I said nothing else. That's all I said to him was, are you friends with Samantha? And I gave my back to him. It will show that on video. And then Mr. Baruso came out and said I was giving him a hard time. I was not giving him a hard time. And then I asked Mr. Baruso if he wanted me to leave, and he said, no, I'm not asking you to leave.
All right. Well, this is interesting.
Those are the facts, I'm sorry.
We're getting the facts.
Exactly.
Right. Is there anything else on your list there?
Go
Jeff?
ahead, Mr. Monaski.
No, I'm all set.
What about the driving by your house and yelling out to the house? That I could see you doing because you're a very passionate guy.
That's right. I mentioned to Mello Testa Jr., how do you like me now? Because they've been sending me nasty messages on Facebook under assumed names.
But you don't know it's them sending.
I know it's them. Come on, I'm not stupid.
Okay. So how did that go? You were driving down, you yelled out the window, you're driving by the house. How did that happen?
Driving by the house, I saw little Mello. I said, how do you like me now?
You yelled it. So you have to yell it out to him if you're in your truck.
I didn't yell it. I said, how do you like me now?
Okay. Well, how would he hear you so you were in a moving vehicle and he was on his lawn?
With the window down.
Okay. All right.
So how do you think this plays out? Do you think they'll go forward with these charges? Do you think they'll be dropped?
I'm not sure if they're going to be dropped, but I'm certain that I'm going to be vindicated in a court of law of my peers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure that any of this, and then you've admitted that you were taking pictures. You never
I
looked
took a picture.
A picture.
A picture. I wasn't taking pictures. I took a picture, which is not against the law. It's not harassment.
And you never went onto the property.
Absolutely not.
Not even once.
Not
even
even
though they
once.
might have come out and say, yeah, he was looking in the windows. That's not true.
Absolutely not. That's
Yeah.
not true.
Right.
I told you it was full of lies. I gave you the
Yeah.
papers so I can refute that.
How do you feel the voter is going to perceive all of this?
As I said, the people that don't like me and like her are gonna vote for her. The people that like me and like what I do, I work all day, every day for the people of the 6th Ward. They're gonna vote for me.
Yeah. Can I ask one last one? Another thing about the
Absolutely.
tool, the
Let's
knife tool. When you put that onto the bar or onto the table, and you thought you were talking to a friend, and you mentioned I'm gonna kill every test. However you said it. How do you expect somebody to perceive that if you're putting the knife down? I mean, that kind of makes it.
I'm trying to get them to stop harassing me.
I see.
I think they stopped.
So
I think they got the message.
Okay.
So there was a message when you put the knife down?
No, I'm saying that I'm trying to get them to stop harassing.
Who's them? The testes?
The testes.
Okay. And by doing that with the knife, you feel that would have kind of.
I carry a knife so that everybody knows that I'm protected.
Okay.
I thought you said you carried it to cut wire.
That too.
Okay. It's
I cut wire with it.
Were you planning to cut wire that night at the bar?
I never know when I'm going to run into some wire that I need to cut because I scrap because it's 87 cents a pound.
Yeah.
For wire?
Yes, and you don't
Okay.
even have to strip it. All the homeless people bring wire down to the scrapyard. Why wouldn't I do it?
Any kind of wire?
Any kind of wire as long as it's got copper in it.
You know how much wire we have we can get rid of?
I know.
How much are you paying?
No,
Come on, that's a joke.
He's getting 87.
that's fine.
All right. So at the end of the day, you feel that you are going to be found not guilty in this. It probably won't even go anywhere. And what are they going to do on Election Day? What are they going to do on Election Day?
On Election Day, they're gonna vote for the person that they think is gonna do the best job, and I've been doing a better job than her for the past 2 years,
Right.
and I'm not even a councilman.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I
Anybody
got.
with anything else? All right, Doug Joslin, very interesting. I appreciate your honesty. I mean, you were very honest in this, completely honest. And what are you hiding, right? You have nothing to hide.
Exactly, I have nothing to hide.
You've never been a guy that has
209
anything to
School Road, please come and visit me.
hide. All right. We'll break here. It's First News Keeler in the morning on WIBX.